What's up, guys? I'm the Deadly Zins, and today I want to bring you my first impressions on the Halo 4 multiplayer. I just recently picked up this game not too long ago. I know it's been out for a couple of weeks, but I didn't get a chance to pick it up until about, well, I don't know when this video is going to be put out, so I'll just say a couple of days ago. And first of all, I want to say that when I first popped in the disc and started installing multiplayer, the first thing that struck out to me was the graphics of this game. I mean, this is actually my first Halo game. I've only played like a couple minutes of Halo Reach back when my brother let me play it back in his Xbox, and the graphics in Halo Reach compared to this, they don't even hold a candle to Halo 4. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of people who first pick up this game are going to notice right away is the graphics, which you'll definitely notice are a lot brighter, a lot more lens flare added to kind of help give it that more futuristic sci-fi feel that I feel Halo Reach lacked, to kind of make it feel more like a Halo game. And I think that was a lot of people's complaints when they were talking about Halo Reach and how it wasn't really one of the Halo franchise's best releases. Another thing I want to talk about is the gunplay. I mean, the guns, I haven't found any guns that are ridiculously overpowered except for maybe the Needler and the scatter shots. But the Needler and the scatter shot, so far I haven't been, well, granted, I'm pretty new at the game, so I'm not too good at it anyway, but I haven't found myself doing too well with the Needler or the scatter shot. Oh, this is I forget what game type this is that I'm playing on in this video. It's basically the big team deathmatch. I don't know the exact name for it, I'm sorry, but I know that it's just big team deathmatch. It's basically what it is. And like I said, the gunplay in this game is really great. I mean, like I said, I haven't found anything overpowered except for maybe some of the guns you find outside, but any of the guns that you unlock, I don't know if you'll unlock more powerful guns that might break the game and make you super overpowered in the Halo 4 multiplayer, but I really haven't found anything too overwhelming for the normal person who would just walk right into this Halo experience and just find a gun and pick it up and feel overpowered. Also, I want to talk about is I kind of feel that this game, from when I played it from Reach, even though I only played Reach for a short time, it definitely feels different from Reach. A lot of people have been saying that this game feels a lot like a true Halo game, and I can't really say that because I haven't had any experience with, well, any real experience with the Halo series. So all I can offer is my experience with the game so far, and from the perspective of a guy who hasn't played a single Halo game except for Halo 4, the multiplayer does a really great job of just making you feel like you're doing well, even though you probably aren't doing that well. Or at least it created that effect for me when I played it, because I know for a fact that when I first finished this multiplayer game, by the way, this is my first Halo 4 multiplayer game. This is the game that I just popped in the disc and started playing and recorded it. When I first completed this game, I felt like I did really well, getting a lot of kills and stuff, and I don't remember how I did at the end of the scoreboard, but I remember that it didn't end up turning out too well. In fact, you can even see me here just driving around not knowing what the fuck to do, because this is my first time driving. I'm just learning how to drive the vehicles, and also one of the things I want to talk about is the vehicles are a lot of fun to drive around in this game. Like, I think my favorite vehicle that I've driven around is the Ghost. I just love, well, that's actually another thing that someone might consider overpowered is the guns on the Ghost, but in my opinion it's not too difficult or too much of a hassle to deal with when you're just a foot soldier just dealing with the Ghost coming at you at full speed. But yeah, the driving in this game feels really nice, and it sometimes, although it does feel nice, you can't get too reckless of a driver in my opinion, because you can't just drive into the enemy base and expect to take everyone down by just running them over. Everyone's armor abilities, or not their abilities, just their armor in general, is gonna give them a lot more health than a normal person would in, say, I don't know, a regular shooting game like Call of Duty or something. So you're not going to be able to take him down like you normally think you would. I've certainly had that happen to me where I think I'm going to take a dude down, but then he ends up just bouncing up off the hood of my mongoose and just ends up eluding my grasp and just making things a lot more terrible for me in the long run. And the driving in this game, like I said, it feels really fun, really tight, but it also doesn't feel overpowered because of the fact that the soldier's armor is more powerful than it needs to be. And that's also another thing I want to talk about is these armor abilities. Now, back when I first recorded this, I didn't have anything unlocked. I had the defaults, what is it called? Armor abilities? Yeah, that's what it is. The default armor abilities, which I think the default class didn't have any, if I remember. So I didn't have anything. And later on, I unlocked the well, I don't know the exact name of it, but it gave me more ammo and more speed, if that's the right term. It made me run faster. And I got you could press the left bumper and I would get like a big blue shield. I couldn't shoot anything, but I could move back and forth, and I couldn't sprint, but it was just a big blue shield that covered the front of me, and it defended me, and it also just absorbed bullets like a moaf. I just made sure people wouldn't shoot me. But it also went down pretty quick after taking, I think, about half a clip from someone else's gun. Although that half a clip might be just an estimate because I have no idea what kind of guns the other people are using. There's like really no way to tell unless you've memorized the way that the guns shoot. The only things I've memorized so far is how the standard assault rifle shoots and sounds, and how the battle rifle shoots and sounds. Because the battle rifle and the assault rifle are pretty much the only weapons I have unlocked at this point at the time of recording this audio for this video. Like I said, this is the first impression, so I'm not too far into the multiplayer and kind of new at it. But one of the things that I really like is just the way that everything kind of just blends together to make it feel more like a unique experience than just another Halo. Excuse me. Excuse me for that. The way everything just kind of feels and blends together. I mean, you can talk a lot about how this game does everything technically right, but a game has to really nail down that feel of it really feeling just great to play. And I think that this game's multiplayer does a great job of that. And for a first impressions video, this game has left a great first impression on me. And one of the things that I want to talk about real quick before I have to wrap up in these last few minutes that this video plays is the fact that this game, you know, it's developed by a new developer. If you guys haven't noticed yet, the last games were developed by Bungie, and this one was developed by 343. While 343 helped out in the last Halo games, Reach, and I think ODST. No, they didn't help out in ODST. They helped out in Combat Evolved Anniversary. But the fact that this game was developed by a new developer and they kind of showed how much they were committed to the fans. And while admittedly I'm not a fan, but my brother is definitely a true Halo fan. He definitely shares a good he shares a good amount of time he shares a good amount of what he loves about the Halo series with me whenever he gets the chance to. And just he's really a big fan of this game, and just to see them pull off that feeling that they get, just to see them pull off the feeling of it being a real Halo game, and just showing the fans that they do work hard to bring them what they want. It leaves a very good first impression on me, and I feel like this multiplayer is something that I could definitely come back to and play a lot of, to get a lot of the what's it called, the Spartan unlocks, I believe that's what it's called. Here you see me driving the Ghost around, which is pretty much my favorite vehicle so far at this game. I really don't know This is also the point where I still don't know how to drive yet. I mean, I'm just used to normal driving games where you drive around with a stick and I think a button, but in this game you just point the stick forward and that's the direction you're going to drive, and you move the right stick to look and you'll just drive in the direction wherever you're looking forward. And oh, that's one thing I forgot to bring up. You might have seen that big, I don't even know what it's called, that big robot walking thing. That's pretty much the only thing that I found that might be a little too overpowered and overwhelming for new guys who are like me, who are just starting off at the game and they don't really know where to go or how to play or do anything, and just that might leave a bad first impression on a new guy who just comes in, spawns in, and then automatically gets annihilated by that giant robot thing. Oh, what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, the ordnance drops. From my understanding so far, they work a lot like kill streaks. You get a choice of excuse me. After you get a certain number of kills in a row or something, I believe it's kills in a row, you get a randomized choice of what you want to get as a kill streak reward. I have gotten the Needler, the Sticky Detonator, and Overshield, which Overshield's probably another thing that someone might find overpowered, but these are all things that you just kind of have to deal with when you're first playing through the game. You have to understand that you're not going to learn everything right away. It takes time for you to develop a skill and sense of what's what's great to use and what's not great to use, and what might be overpowered and annoying to other people and what might not be overpowered and annoying to other people. So I guess in closing, as this video wraps up, so far Halo 4, it's a great game so far. I don't know how this multiplayer might grow on me, but from what I've seen so far, it looks like it's going to be a multiplayer game that I can come back again and again and again and play through and just enjoy. The last time I had a multiplayer game like this that I really enjoyed was Crysis 2, and coincidentally they're both sci-fi first-person shooter games. I mean, they have different game mechanics, but overall they're pretty much the same in genre category. So that's the end of the match here. We won. I was on blue team. We ended up winning. Go blue team. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to leave a like and favorite, and be sure to subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys next time.